What's up, everyone? It's July something. I think it's around the 6th or the 7th, maybe. I'm getting the camera gear ready to go, and I'm gonna head out tonight, try to film some velvet bucks. This will be the first time out this summer, but going to a really good spot. And the temperature dropped a bunch today. The high was only like 80 degrees, so I'll load up the Smurf here quick and head on down the road. Oh, let's go out and see if we can find one of these fuzzy antlered things. Village Candle, mulled cider. Oh yeah. All right, we're here. Man, it feels good this evening. You sure think the deer would be moving. There's a big field over here to the south of me. It's in beans, and it runs way down into a bunch of this public. This isn't an overly big public area. This piece is probably only a few hundred acres in size, but we filmed some big ones out here before in the summer, but it's always been a good spot. We probably should spend more time here. So I'm gonna get my gear and head up there into the beans. Just heard something over here in these woods. There's been a bunch of deer walking on this road. This field's in beans, it just hadn't been sprayed yet. So I'm gonna get up here in these shadows, right in here somewhere. They'll probably be out moving pretty early tonight, I would think, with the cool temps. We're gonna see some deer though. Oh, right there, deer out in the field. Several of them. I'll have to shut this thing off and get set up. I just spotted a real nice buck. He's way out there and in through this hole right here. I gotta get the camera up high enough where I can film him quick. I gotta get this set up. What a rodeo. There he goes. I didn't get very much footage of him, but I'm glad I got here early. I mean, it's still an hour and a half before dark. On these areas where we've scouted, like this one, we know where the best buck bedding is. And usually come fall, we're able to find some of these bucks. And sometimes these bucks will move several miles down the road. You know, there's not one of them that's created equal, but at the same time, don't give up hope. If you see a great big one in the summer, there's still a really good chance that you can get back on him again during the fall, even on the same area. You know, some of the buck bedding areas that we'd be hunting in here in the fall with our bows are 500-600 yards away from where I'm standing right now. Dang, that was cool. I wish I got a little more footage of him for you, but maybe he'll come back out yet. I see 4 or 5 bucks and a couple does right now. This one doe's right here. She just came out 30 yards. There's another one further down. Young buck just came out. Still got another 45 minutes or so, I'd say. Probably the 10th or 11th deer that I've seen. Mosquitoes are eating me alive in here. I should have brought my thermocell, but I forgot it. I know you guys don't see us scouting from afar like this, kind of taking the more conservative approach, but it's actually something that we probably do more often than diving into bedding areas. That's just the stuff that you've seen a lot on the channel so far, is that super aggressive scouting that we're doing in these bedding areas, but we're rarely going into the same place twice. I mean, we have so many different public areas that we're scouting across multiple states, and when we get to one of them, the first thing we want to do is go in there and figure out the best bedding locations and stand locations. We hear people say all the time that that'll blow the bucks out and they won't come back, but in our experience we have not seen that. We've scouted a lot of these areas clear up into the end of July and then came back and hunted them on the first week of season in early October, and the bucks were right back in there. The key, I think, is just going in there one time and figuring everything out. It's sort of your get out of jail free card with these bucks in these buck bedding areas. You got one chance to go in there and figure it out, and then back out of there and leave it alone. We'll spend a ton of time up around these beans doing like I'm doing tonight, long range scouting. Then come season, we'll put trail cameras around the edges of it, because come bow season, most of the activity in these bean fields will be at night, especially by the mature bucks. But if we get pictures of one up here, like the one we saw out there earlier at night on our camera, we will know some good bedding areas back in the timber where we could potentially hunt him. Oop, there's more does right there. I think there's 12 does and fawns out there. That's something that we're going to pay real close attention to as well, because these doe family groups don't tend to travel near as far as the bucks do. They're not near as nomadic. A spot like this where we're seeing a lot of does right now, odds are those does are going to be here this fall. And you know what happens during the fall? If you got does, you're going to have bucks at some point. Probably seen close to 20 does. That was a deer that just coughed right there. I don't know if you heard that or not. This young buck that's standing right here at 15 yards. Might have been a coyote or something come through, I don't know. It wasn't me, because half of them just ran right by me. Well, something must have come out here and cleared this field right over my shoulder. There's a little rise and then it drops back down into some woods, and a lot of those deer were coming out of that little finger of timber. Must have been a coyote or something over there, I don't know, but that thing sent deer running everywhere. Now's a good time for me to get out of here. I just see one little doe out in the field right now, so. And right there's the car. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank y'all for watching. Probably have some more scouting stuff later this week for you. In the meantime, y'all get in the woods. There's too much fun to be had out here.